What is up, Pisces? How are you guys doing? It's time to see how the energy is looking for you guys in the first week of December. My apologies for being so behind on this. I've had to apologize to like the last 5 signs, man. Really heavy, intense Mercury retrograde. I'm not a fan of being late for things. So if I'm ever late for something, you bet your damn skippy ass there's a reason. Anyway, the show must go on. So if any of you are in need of a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. All right, let's see how the energy's looking. How's the energy looking between Pisces and the person they're dealing with? How's it looking? Oh, okay. Are you clearing the air with somebody? Or somebody wants to clear the air at least? Hmm. Get three shuffle. There's one, two, and three. Uh-oh. Got that karmic wheel reversed though. Yeah, I'm glad I paid attention to how I worded that. So there's a pretty heavy karmic tie here. And yes, you both feel it. 100%, you both feel it. And this person's contemplating clearing the air with you. Contemplating it. A little bit nervous, though. A little bit nervous. I think they're a little bit concerned about whether or not that would just end up leading to another repeat cycle. You know, honestly, I think that if this person thought for a minute that reconciliation could happen successfully, I think they probably would. They just don't have faith in that. They don't have faith in the idea of reconciliation working out successfully. So this is weighing on them a lot more than you know. I think maybe they're just waiting on the right opportunity, waiting on the right time. What do they consider to be the right opportunity? I don't know. I think they are, though, because we got all this energy right here, dude. But I mean, the way the energy looks right now, honestly, they're right. It would be a repeat cycle. And that's not pointing any fingers. It's just the energy between the two of you is so thick and heavy that a repeat cycle would pretty much have no choice but to manifest. So, okie dokie. Now let's see their deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. What's this person's truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Knight of Cups reversed. Hmm. So I think they're kind of starting to lose faith on the idea of a love offer being thrown in there. Starting to lose a little bit of faith in that. Okay, here's the world card reversed again. Well, like I said, this is hard to describe. If for a minute they thought that the two of you could come together and build something successfully, I think they would be down for that. But they just don't have the faith that that's possible. They don't. For those of you who dealt with somebody that had an addiction issue, no, they have not gotten clean. They're probably even worse now than they were. They don't really want to be the one to make the first move because they're afraid you will try to take advantage of that. Honestly, when it all comes down to it, Two of Swords again, I don't even really think they know exactly what they want or how they feel. Especially for those of you who haven't seen this person in a long time. If it's been a long time since you've seen them, um, yeah, I think they're really kind of up in the air. They don't know. They don't know if this should just be the end of it, you know, done, over with, or if they should go for a new start in love, or if they even want a new start in love. They don't know. Two of Swords. Okay. I do think they're curious as to how you feel, but they're not really 100% sure how they feel. I think it varies from day to day. Let's get the advice. What's the best advices for Pisces? Advice, advice. What is the best advice? Well, this is saying don't put your life on hold for this person. It's also saying that communication wouldn't be a good idea. I like to try to meet in the middle. I don't just like to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. But I think I will say this. First of all, if you do want communication anytime soon, it's probably going to have to be you that initiates it, which that's what comes through most of the time. But if you do, go into it with very neutral expectations, very neutral, and don't let your guard down. Do not let your guard down. If you can do that and get a feel for what the energy is, you would probably be able to make the best decision for yourself in regards to what you want to do with this situation. I think so. So, do you think you can do that? Do you think you can neutralize your expectations and find yourself at a place where this person could not trigger you? That's the question. Could this person trigger you if they wanted to or if they tried? Could they? If they could, and you want to answer that honestly to yourself, if they could, might want to hold off a little bit. I'm not saying that this person necessarily will trigger you on purpose. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but you'll definitely, if you're not standing real tall and strong in your integrity, uh, this person will trigger the shit out of you. So, okay. Well, just answer that question to yourself and answer it honestly. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Could this person trigger me if they wanted to? If the answer is yes, stay away from them. There's still people I stay away from because they will trigger me. 100%. Thank you, Tracy, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. Now, let's see how it's looking between the singles and the person that you're interested in. Single Pisces and their love interest. How's it looking? Damn, dog, the hangman is just the card of the day, isn't it? Some of you highly suspect a third party, maybe. I'm careful about how I word that because the first spread is just the general energetic overview and it's mainly from your perspective. You really sense that something's off And I got real strong third party energy in here too. Real strong. Real strong. Some of you could be dealing with somebody that has an addiction issue. And with the moon card down here, it may be a secret addiction for some of you. I know that's going out on a limb there, but maybe you're starting to wonder whether or not this person is only interested in a sex based connection. One of the most common cards to come out for the singles and your love interest, especially if you're dealing with a person who has been stringing you along for a ridiculously long time. How long you been dealing with this person? If it's been like 6 months, sex-based connection. Been dealing with somebody 6 months that knows that you are interested in being with them, sex-based connection, 100%. 100%. But yeah, real strong third party energy here too. It could be like some past vibrational baggage. Where'd it go? I just had the damn thing. Oh, there it is. It could be some past vibrational baggage, such as a baby mama, baby daddy, something like that. Some of you dealing with a Capricorn, could be a fellow Pisces. I also have Aquarius and Aries. Got Scorpio just jumped out too. All right. But see, here's the thing. I do think that this is turning into a relationship at some point. But man, there's something that you don't trust about this situation. Hmm. Well, let's see. How do they really feel and what are their true intentions? Do, 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 do. How do they really feel and what are their true intentions? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Very guarded. Very guarded, and their priorities are all fucked up. All fucked up. Hangman again. Everybody be getting a hangman. Yeah, good God. You know the first thing that yells at me in this spread? I don't have one single cup in this spread. Not one. Not one. Not one cup. So, doesn't really look like this person is very heavily emotionally involved. Doesn't really look like they're overflowing with feelings for this. It don't look like it. Most of the time, when you have to ask whether or not somebody loves you, they don't. Most of the time. There's exceptions to everything, but we never want to go into it just automatically thinking that we are the exception. 9 times out of 10, when you think you're the exception, you're not. But yeah, no cups. Ah, there's a cup, 3 of cups. Like I said, I think there's at least a third energy in the mix here. I don't know if maybe it's a past person they want to get back with, or they still miss, or they love, or like I said, for some of you, it's past vibrational baggage. But good God, man. Oh, this is draining me. I'm gonna have to burn my sage when I get off this video. All right, well, let's just get the advice here. Advices for Pisces. Hermit. Don't live in fear of being alone. I didn't say go be alone. I said don't live in fear of being alone. It's a vibrational state. Fear of being alone. That is a lack vibration. And that lack vibration, well, you know what that'll attract. Nothing abundant. Yeah, man. So I'm telling you, and I've kind of backed off of talking about this for the past couple of weeks. But like I told everybody a month ago, 2 months ago, around October, this last quarter of the year is the year where shit really, really ramps up and gets intense. And the universe puts you in situations where it's either time to move on and evolve to the next level, or you just gonna make 2026 another repeat of 2025. I mean, the only thing the universe can really do is make you uncomfortable. And hopefully, if you're uncomfortable enough, you'll look at whatever it is that's making you uncomfortable and say, I don't want that fucking energy in my life. If you're not ready for that and you want to drag this into 2026, especially those of you who are dealing with somebody that's been stringing you along for 6 months, I don't need a tarot card to tell you what your next 6 months is going to look like. If you've been dealing with this person for a year, I don't need a tarot card to tell you what your whole 2026 is going to look like if you bring this energy into 2026. But I'm not just telling you to walk away from this. I'm not telling you that. You should never walk away from anyone just because somebody tells you to. Nothing is more important than you being able to look at the situation and make that decision for yourself. But yeah, you're getting at that point here where, honestly, when I say this, I'm being really generous, really generous. That if this doesn't make an energetic shift in the next 3 weeks, if you don't let it go, you're going to have another repeat of 2025 next year. Not saying not to do it, because, hey, if you're not ready, you're better off repeating the cycle. If you're not ready. Because walking away from a cycle when you're not ready to walk away from it, that's not going to do you any good. The universe will just bring you another person just like them, so you'll hop back into that cycle and get it started all over again. All right? You will repeat the cycle over and over and over and over, and you can't cheat on it. Can't cheat on it. So if you find some tarot reader or psychic or channeler that just tells you what you should do, right? Well, you didn't learn nothing. The universe is going to put you in that situation again. That's why when I give you a reading, my goal is to help you see it for yourself. That's my main goal because I want to help you. If I just say walk away from this person and you only do it because you trust me, you didn't learn nothing. The universe is going to put you through that situation again. And again, and again, and again, and again. You'll come back in the next lifetime on the same level. Oh, there's lots of people. You think it's crazy seeing somebody repeat the same cycle for 15 years in one lifetime? There are humans on the planet who have been repeating the same repeating the same cycle for 15 lifetimes. Oh, yeah. So just take that information and do with it what you will. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Pisces family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is all down here in the description. All right. I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.